All right, what's on the docket? All right, 1 versus 20. 1 progressive versus 20 far-right individuals. They should rename it 1 progressive, 1 regular individual versus 20 far-right fascist crazy people. But that's, again, a whole other conversation. First of all, I say shouts out Mehdi Hassan. Hassan! Shouts out Mehdi Hassan. You did a fantastical job. A beautiful job. Watching someone hold their cool, watching someone be demure in front of all these raging bums. Shouts out to you. I'll definitely say that because of honestly, I'm sitting back and I'm watching. I'm like, I am just shocked that people like this still exist, and it gets so insane when you start looking at the type of demographics that were showing up to the show. You had quote unquote college educated people. You have workers. You had handyman. You had women. You had women in college. You had stay at home moms. You had everybody on this panel. You had Arabs on the show. I'll let you know why that's important later. You have such a vast variety of people. And you're just watching us like, wow, there's no way you have these type of perspectives and you're just populated with the average population, just regularly living life cool in it. And I'm sitting back and I'm watching. One of the guys literally was like, I don't mind if you guys call me a Nazi. He's like, we're not calling you a Nazi. He's like, I don't mind that we're calling that. You guys are calling me a Nazi. And then he's like, no, we're calling you a fascist. Say I'm a fascist. And he's like, yeah, I'm a fascist. Bro. He ends up, after the show, one, losing his job. And then you're trying to figure out, what is your job? What do you do? You are a cloud engineer. You are responsible for some of our software in this United States of America. How? That is so insane. But hey, I'll let it go. And even about him some more, I was shocked because it turns out when he first came on, he was like, he goes and says his username, right? He says his username or his pseudonym by accident, then he ends up saying his real name. And he's like, oh, so you're online? And he's like, yeah, he has been posting for years. He's online for years, creating a whole fan base around the stuff that he posts. He's on LinkedIn right now with thousands of connections, thousands of followers. And these are the core belief system. And it gets to the point where he wanted to share those beliefs so much that he went on one of the biggest YouTube channels to make sure that he had a slot on that show. Insane. Just wild. But hey, it gets to the question of when Jubilee does that, is all it is doing either platforming these individuals with these ideologies, or is it giving a space for people to, gives real debaters a chance to really drill on and just make their ideology look absolutely idiotic. Because, oh my God, the one thing that I was noticing, especially while I was watching, I was like, this point falls apart in 4 to 5 sentences on average, and that's actually insane for some people. And then one of the parts that also blew me, a lot of these people's flag in the ground moments was, one of them that caught me off guard was white America is the original natives. Immigrants are the reason why the income and people's wages are low because of corporations don't want to pay immigrants, which is you know what, I'm talking about that for a little bit. This one guy, he literally goes on there and he's like, yeah, the reason why wages are so low and America's having all this income inequalities and the reason why everyone's so poor and I don't have a job and on is because of these immigrants are here taking these jobs. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, first of all, the type of jobs that these quote unquote immigrants that they're talking about are getting are they jobs that you're trying to work? Oh no, you're talking about real high paying jobs. And then I'm gonna ask you again, are these the type of jobs that you're working? No, none of y'all are able to get software jobs? Are you telling me none of y'all are able to become lawyers because the immigrants are taking your job? Really? I mean, I guess. And then just in the same breath, I hear someone saying that, well, immigrants are making Social Security, they're not paying Social Security, they are not working, they're not paying taxes, they're not doing this, they are lowering. They're actively coming in here with different belief systems and they do not want to be American. And then when you actually look at the numbers, the immigrants are far more likely to be, well, one, patriotic, two, immigrants are more likely to pay taxes, and three, immigrants are more likely to want to go to school to become educated. Not even to mention the vast amount of immigrants that are coming here with high educations and then saying, no. Let's go and get another degree. Let's go and get another certification. Let's go and get another. You know what? In my home country, I was a doctor. Y'all said I had to go redo this. Fine. I'll go be an engineer. How about that? And it just blows me. It blows me how the type of entitlement that comes with trying to get a job seems so embedded into them. Where it's like, they believe, oh, well, the reason why I'm not getting the job is because of this other person. Or the reason why I'm not getting paid is because of this other person. And I find that so weird because their main point was, due to immigrants being here, these big corporations don't want to pay quote unquote immigrants. And that's just it. If they were gone, they'll be able to raise the wages because they'll be willing to pay white people more money. They'll be able to put in more money towards quote unquote their own kind. And I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, so you think a corporation will pay you because you are white? They don't care about race. They do not care about race. Class has been a bigger problem in America these past 10, 15 years than race has. I mean, I don't say race has ever been, but it's been such an evasive problem in America for so long that people are out here infighting over the fact that they are poor, that they can't look up and say, okay, well, maybe there's systems at B that's stopping individuals from getting paid more than $8.43 in the state of Alabama. No, it's the Mexicans. It's the Mexicans. And after a while, the conversations just get so wholeheartedly and just deeply racist. This one guy, after he goes and he talks about all these different economic stats, which are very, one, cherry picked, and two, he doesn't really explain them all the way through, which, I mean, fine, you're still in school, you haven't gotten to that part of your degree yet, so I can't even say much. That's fine. Bro goes and pulls up and says, hey, I don't want you in my country. Just get out of my country. Just get out of my country. He's like, but I'm a citizen. But I'm a citizen. He's like, nope, no, you are not. Birthright citizenship. Nope, that doesn't count. That cannot count anymore. They should remove it. And I'm sitting back and I'm thinking to myself, the whole point of America, the reason why America was striving so fast at the beginning was because of their obsession with cultural accommodations, with the fact that they're like, oh yeah, we must get immigrants here. And there was such an obsession with getting immigrants here that they said, okay. Let's change our racist ideologies and let's start adding more and more people to claim as white so we'll be able to grow our nation as a whole under the same guise that we all have the same cultural heritage of being American, right? And I'm sitting back and I'm like, I do remember when Italians became white. I do remember when people started calling French folks white people too. Because it's like, they're out here doing all this hooting and hollering and just yapping. You. I remember that Sopranos episodes where they're talking about how, they were treating Italians like they were black folks. I totally did not recognize how much hate the United States had for the quote unquote tan skinned brethren of the Italians. Because it was like year on year, there will be always this new group that they're trying to be like, oh no, they are the problem. The reason why your life sucks right now is those others. But me and you, we pale, bro. We pale. I promise that I got you in my corner. I promise you I'm going to help you up. But it's like, no. Trying to use race as a way to justify the separation of people is ridiculous. And then I'm watching. There's this Christo-fascism that seems to be permeating around a lot of their ideologies, where it's like, well, the reason why I don't really like this is more so because they're not Catholic and they're not using it to get out all these individuals that have these differing religions, because they shouldn't be able to exist if they believe something else. That's just objectively wrong. And the being able to put your flag on that is weird, because it's like America in and of itself. The whole point was to have a vast amount of differing people pulling together knowledges, pulling together bread to be able to make the country the way that it is. But yeah, that's my main ideas I was getting from that. And also it hurts me. It hurts me because they also had this Arab guy, like I mentioned earlier, and he tries to sit down and have a conversation, which was so heartbreaking, because literally 4 seconds ago, one of his quote-unquote teammates on the other side of the room was like, hey, get out of this country. Get out of this country. If you're not American, get out this country. Keep in mind, they're both very American. They both got their citizenship. They all got that stuff, right? When it got the test and everything. But it's like, no. Get out of this country. And when this Arab guy's like, no, he's not talking to me. They pan to the same guy. It's like, there's something. What? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. So the fact that they're willing to cannibalize their own group to prove the point that it's like, no. They are not like us. They cannot be like us. There's me, and then there's them. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, man. But yeah, those are my main takeaways. I think that was like clean 8 minutes. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe. We love y'all. We out, chill.